Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Isaiah, and today I am going to be talking about the difference between being proactive and reactive. And I'm going to be going more in depth on what I've been talking about in my podcasts. And I really like this topic because it relates so well to teenagers now, where some of them where it really relates to teenagers because a lot of teenagers react before being proactive. So I'd like to share with you some tips if it's an adult that's watching or a teenager that's watching. Even adults can follow these steps, but I'm targeting the teens here. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you the difference between reactive choices and proactive choices. Some reactive choices could be, okay, let's do it this way. Imagine you have somebody who you thought was your friend, or they're still your friend, but you thought that they would invite you to their birthday party, but they didn't. So are you going to be proactive or be reactive? I know I would be reactive. I would react so fast, but you have to tell yourself to pause. And after going over this book and getting to internalize what I'm reading, I'm getting to understand what it is to be proactive and being reactive. So the reactive choice would be to host your own party and then not invite your friend because they didn't invite you. But I mean, you're probably thinking in your head, well, I didn't like it, but they did it to me first, so I'm going to do it back. I mean, I would have done that, to be honest. But now, after what I've seen so far, I realize that the actions you take impact you deeply. So one of the proactive choices you could take in that situation, if that were to happen to you, would be to it would be to forgive them and forget about it. Not really like forget about it. You don't want to sweep that under the rug. You want to you should confront them so that they know what it is, so that they know that they did something wrong. And you don't want to be really mean about it. Just let them know what you didn't like about them not inviting you so they can try to figure out what they should do next. So another thing is you can learn what you can do to improve to improve how you react. Yes, to improve how you react to this certain situation. I know reacting isn't the best because that's what I'm talking about, but reactions always come up first. So if there's times where you react, try to calm yourself down because that at the end of the day, them not inviting you to the party and you being mad and whining about it, they're at their, just keep in mind, they're at their party laughing and cheering without you. All right. So don't get mad at them thinking they're feeling bad because they're not. So learn how to react to certain situations, realize what is going on so that you can be able to be proactive. You can usually tell the difference between proactive and reactive people by the body language they use. Reactive people usually have language, usually have a certain vocabulary. And what I mean by vocabulary is they have some words that they say a lot. Let's say your mom told you to clean your room or to do something that you know is hard, right? It's going to be a tricky task. And your mom tells you to go clean your room, and you're probably a hoarder, so you've got like stacks and stacks of stuff, right? So you're like, I can't do it, mom. So that's a reaction. You don't want to do that. But anyway, so there's certain vocabularies that the vocabulary that they have, Like, let's call it a dictionary, the words that they have. One of those is I'll try. And so let's say they tell you to clean the room and you have an attitude, you be like, man, you know what? I'll try. With a sarcastic voice, you don't want to do that. Another reactive another reactive sentence would be, that's just the way I am, or I'm only human. I hear that one a lot and I don't like it. It's people make mistakes, but you blaming it on you being human is nah. You gotta own up to your mistakes. Don't blame it on you being human. Own up to your mistakes. Don't react and then try to blame somebody else. People do that a lot, especially teenagers. When they don't get what they want, they'll blame another. Another one is I have to. So let's say you're going to, your friend invited you into a party. Yeah, so your friend invited you to their party, but your mom told you to clean your room. So you're talking to your friend and you're like, man, my mom told me I have to clean my room, so I can't come over. I have to. That's kind of a reactive way. There's many ways that you don't have to, but it's something you need to do if you want to stay under their roof. Yeah. Another one is ruin my day. Let's say, like the first example I gave about the person not inviting you to the party, you might say, man, that really ruined my day. But it didn't ruin their day. You need to realize that some things that may hurt you, unless you confront that or let them know what's up, they're not gonna change how they act. So some proactive words are I'll do it. So the difference is I'll try from I'll do it. So the reactive would have been I'll try to I'll do it. Now the difference, I'll try, is it's not really reliable. If you don't understand what I mean by reliable, I mean somebody will tell you I'll try, but you need to really understand that they might not do it. So I'll try is not the best vocabulary word to use, but I'll do it is a confirmed I'll do it, right? The next one is I can do better than that. So that's just the way I am, or I'm only human. That's all reactive, but the proactive way is to I can do better than that. So you made a mistake, you blamed it on you being human, or that's just who you are. And so you decided to blame it on certain things. So the proactive side would be to say, I can do better than that. You acknowledge that you made a mistake and you realize you could have done better. So you're confronting yourself and you are acknowledging your mistakes so that you can learn from those. The next is I choose to. So instead of saying I have to you would say I choose to. So instead of saying I have to clean my room, you could say I choose to clean my room because it's the right thing to do. Now you see the difference? Yep. Now there's got to be a way. Or then there's I can't. Now the difference is from I can't is the difference between I can't and there's got to be a way is that I can't is you're not trying to look behind the door or try to peek through those cartoons where they have those key locks where you could see through. Those people that say I can't are choosing not to look behind the door. See all the opportunities that come from behind the door. Now there's got to be a way. Now you know that they know that there's something behind the door. They just got to find a way to get behind it, right? So they're going to find any opportunity they can to be able to get through. And then lastly, have I'm not going to let your bad mood rub off on me. Now, there is you ruin my day. So instead of allowing that person who didn't invite you to the party to ruin your day, how about you forgive them so that you're not allowing this anger to build up and then you lose a friend, right? So I'm not gonna let you ruin, yeah, I'm not gonna let your bad mood rub off on me. That really doesn't relate, but I just reworded it into that situation. Another thing that teenagers do is, if let's say you're in a classroom and you have a table with a table that's in a square. So you have 4 desks. And then you have one that's sitting across from you who you cannot stand. They do things that really annoy you. What if I told you that that's just how they're wired? You would probably think, man, that's not true. You're already reacting before understanding how that person is. Sometimes you got to realize that's just how the person is. So if you were to take an assessment like DISC, you could understand how that person reacts, how that person operates. One person may be the analytical type, so they don't spare time talking much. You may be an I, they might be annoyed by you, or you might be annoyed by them because they might judge you too quickly, or you might talk so much that the C gets annoyed. You see the difference? They both have something in common that they both have something that they don't like about the other person. So what DISC does is it's helped me by making friends, and it's also helped me to learn to be proactive in a way that I'm not reacting in a bad way. Man, I could go on about DISC forever, but I've got to end it off here. Just make sure to tune into part 2 so that you can learn more about DISC and being proactive. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you have a blessed day.